see a ship coming in from the east. Look at that, Gretchen and Heathcliff. There's a ship coming in. Your relatives might be on them from the East Coast, or from the world, or just from Lake Michigan. But here it comes. It's coming straight in from the locks. What do you guys think, huh? I love having my coffee with Heathcliff and Gretchen. Here she comes. I bagged a ship. It's always fun to bag a ship because it's very hard to, I don't look at the schedule because a lot of times the schedule's wrong sometimes. They have a schedule, but sometimes it doesn't happen. And I personally like to tune in on I should keep this on my screen, is what I should do, but I'm looking at other things usually. But anyway, I have my coffee right now with Heathcliff and Gretchen. They're the king of the seagulls in Duluth. They're the first greeters, and you got to pass through them to get to Duluth in the canal. And I think those ships bring some seagulls with them. I'm not sure, but there could be some vagabonds on that ship. There could be a little seagulls from Ohio, Chicago, any of the Detroit, any of the Great Lakes, through the Erie Canal, through the world. They can come from all over the world. This is our port. So Minnesota is not landlocked. We are in the middle of the country, but we can get out. And for most of us in Minnesota, that is the romance of Duluth and ships. So we're a little bit crazy when it comes to ships and these ports. Because this is our way out. So it's almost here. I'm going to stop this well, maybe I'll keep it going, but it's so goofy that I'm filming the YouTube on TV. But I just love sitting here with Heathcliff and Gretchen. I wasn't early enough to get the sunrise with them. I came in at 6:30, and it was the earlier sunrise, I believe. But I love seeing the sun come up with Gretchen and Heathcliff. But no, I was a little late this morning. There she comes. She comes straight in from the east. Sometimes there's big long ships. You know, I don't know what kind of ship it is. I have no idea. I just don't keep all that detail. I kind of like the generalist of it all. But I could look up the ship coming in, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. You can look it up yourself. Ooh, that doesn't look good. What's that all about? I hit the light thing. Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry, you guys. See if I can change it. Oh, for crying out loud. There. I got this iPhone and I do not know how to do this. I just really don't know how to do this. I have got to take a class to learn how to film. I mean, I'm filming a television, for crying out loud. But a lot of people gather when the ships come in, so a lot of people know. You know, when you're, every now and then I'll look at the channel and see if anything's coming in. People are usually there if something comes in. We have yesterday was totally different than this. It was so brutally cold and windy and horrible yesterday, and today it's much more mellow. The wind isn't so fierce, although there is some wind, and it is cold. Duluth is cold. I mean, it's cold even in May. I went to the Blues Fest one, and I'm so glad I brought my little down jacket, because believe me, I used it. People are running around in t-shirts, and I'm wearing my down, and I'm still cold, because people living up there are used to it. Oh, you see Bernie and my dog in front there. Bernie's got his mittens on. He's laying down. Oh. What do you think, Heathcliff and Gretchen? What do you guys think? Are you going to greet them as they come in? Do you think there's any stowaways, seagull stowaways on that thing coming in? They're fun coffee partners. They got themselves a sweet little place right by the microphone, too. You can hear them if they say something. You can hear them loud and clear. Okay, let's buzz over and see where our boat... Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. That looks like a Laker. One of those long Laker boats. Coming in for some probably iron ore, or what do they call it, pellets? I'm so bad. And they even had salt here for a while. I think it came from, I don't even know where the salt came from, but they were loading up on salt, iron ore. They do load up on flour, but I don't know if that's here. Oh, we've got some, oh, we have them a little bit of, what do you guys think, huh? Here she comes. Coming in from the east. Oh, that's a train horn. We do have trains around there too. Sometimes they go and load from a train. Wow. Yep, there's Heathcliff and Gretchen down in the lower right corner. They are the king and queen of the Duluth seagulls. Very famous. And they got the best spot for greeting the ships coming in on the canal. And they're always there. I imagine there's some food coming in on these ships. And they like watching the sunrise too. They're kind of romantic. Yep, it's a Laker.
Good morning, visitors. The vessel that you see entering the ship canal right now is the Mark W. Barker. The Mark W. Barker was built in 2022 by the Fincantieri Bay Shipbuilding in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. This makes her the newest entirely Great Lakes-made freighter for the U.S. fleet since the 80s, probably. She measures 639 feet in length, 78 feet in width, and 45 feet in depth. She's powered by two 4,000 horsepower, 16-cylinder EMD diesel engines, which gives her a top speed of 14 knots or about 16 miles an hour. She's also equipped with 1,000 horsepower bow and stern thrusters to aid her maneuverability in port. Mark W. Barker has 5 hydraulically controlled hatches on her deck, which open into 5 cargo holds located below deck. These cargo holds give her a maximum carrying capacity of 26,000 tons. Above her deck, mounted on the bow, is a 250-foot self-unloading boom, which allows her to unload her own cargo without the aid of shoreside equipment. Because of her boxy cargo hold, which allows her to load almost any cargo, she has 2 front-end loaders that are permanently housed within the hold to help push cargo into the self-unloading system. The Mark W. Barker is currently owned and operated by the Interlake Steamship Company of Middleburg Heights, Ohio, and she is in the Twin Ports today to discharge a load of salt at the Halleck dock.
Oh, we got salt coming in.
Then she'll be shifting to the Midwest Energy dock in Superior to load coal.
And get some coal.
And other than a few articulated tug barge systems, the Mark W. Barker is the first American all-in-one laker built on the Great Lakes since 1981. She was built to mainly haul salt around the lakes for Cargill, which heavily invested in her construction. Her length was limited so that she could traverse the narrow Cuyahoga River in Cleveland, Ohio. She was also built to haul other traditional bulk cargoes like iron ore pellets, as well as project cargoes like steel coils and wind turbine parts. She began operating in July of 2022 and was formally christened
Brand new.
Cleveland on September
1 year
1st.
old. I never saw the Mark W. Barker. It's an Interlaker. Okay, where are you, Heathcliff? Oh, you guys are going down to say hello.
Barker, built in 2022, measures 639 feet in length.
Yep, there goes Heathcliff.
To discharge a load of salt at the Halleck dock before shifting to the Midwest.
Now the greeted by Duluth at the lift bridge. Come on in.
Now, one long and two short whistle exchange that you just heard between the ship and the lift bridge operators, the captain salute. See any crew members on deck, make sure to give them a good wave and welcome them back into the Twin Ports. And just as
so I have no idea what happened. That might be Heathcliff flying there and Gretchen. They must bring in some food or something, because... Well, anyways, I'm going to stop for now. This is so goofy, but I really enjoy this. Bye-bye.